I really got to get this off of my chest. I've been using tech forums now since late 2022. And one of the things that I have always found extremely annoying is when I ask very specific questions, and then instead of answering the question, the person just says, "Don't do that. That's not going to help. That's not what you want. Do this." And I've been very specific, and in some cases I've even specifically said, if you're going to say this, don't say anything, and they still do it. And it's like, are you just like reading the title and then you don't bother to read what I wrote? Is that why you're being an ass? Or are you just trying to be annoying and useless because you're not actually helping? And this doesn't just happen to me. I volunteer on some of these forums, and I see this happen over and over and over and over and over again. It's very annoying to me and to the original poster when they say, "I need help doing this," and the person says, instead of answering the questions that are being asked, the person says, "Well, don't do that. That's not going to help. Do this instead." And it's clear that they don't understand what the person is writing, the original poster is writing and asking. Or they just don't care and they're trying to be obnoxious. I hate that. If you are volunteering to help people and then you're just going in there and saying, "Don't do this, do that," without trying to answer their questions, you are being a pain in the butt. You are not being helpful. And I have seen people get worn down by several people doing the exact same thing to them when they're trying to get information, and I have to step in and give them the answer because none of these jackasses will. I understand you think you're helping, but if you're not answering the question and then saying, "Oh, by the way, it would be better if you do this," you're not really helping because they don't know why you're not answering their question. They don't know why you're being obnoxious, why you're being rude, why you're disrespecting even that they've said, "I don't want to hear about that." I mean, I just put up a question on 4 different tech forums. And I just got a message from somebody saying, and it says, "I'm doing testing on an AIL product line." And I just got a message from some jackass saying, "Air cooling is better." Well, duh. I know what the difference is between air and water cooling. I didn't ask about air cooling. I didn't say I was testing air coolers. I said I want to test a product line of water coolers. So why are you talking about air coolers? It is totally not relevant. And I have had stuff where I have specifically asked a question and I said, "Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. I only want to focus on this aspect of what I'm talking about, what this is about here." And then somebody will say, "Well, I know you said that you don't want to, but why? But you're wrong." No, you don't know what I'm doing. Don't presume to know what's in my head and what my plans are, and don't ignore what I've written. Don't ignore what anybody's written. If they've made a mistake, you still answer the question, even if it's briefly. And then you explain why what you're going to say actually is a better option. If you're not doing that, you're not being a volunteer. You're not being helpful. You're not being a good member of the tech forum community. You are being somebody who's going to drive people away from that forum. Now, if that's what you want to do, if I see that you're doing that over and over and over again, I'm going to report you on you and say, "Look, here's 10 different posts where this person didn't answer the question and said do something else, and it made the OP pissed off. This person is deliberately scaring people away from our forum. I will hunt you down, and I will slap you with a sardine. Don't do that crap anymore. I will hunt you down. I will take you to a cow field. I will find the biggest patch of cow manure, and I'll throw you in it." I'll make it look like an accident, though. Seriously, though. If you're not answering the questions that are being asked and you're saying, "Don't do that, do this," you're an idiot and you shouldn't be responding. Be helpful or shut up.